What's happening? Oh man, am I on time? Am I late? It's 8:06. It's Tuesday. Right now we're going live, man. We got live. I ain't got no comments. Waiting for the eyes to jump in. Waiting for the eyes to jump in. I know y'all. Yeah, I know y'all excited. Y'all excited coming off of a. What's happening? What's happening? Coming off of a Monday night win, prime time Monday night win. So I came up in here on prime time. Monday night win. Max, what's happening? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Let's see what we talking about. It said what's good, log. ATL 251. What's happening? What y'all I wanna know where y'all viewing from. Y'all hit me up from, where y'all listening from. You feel me? Man, we should be more excited. I know these wins don't matter. We celebrating useless wins. I get it. It was like somebody asked me in the game was like, I have no words. It was like 21-0. They was like, they have no words. I was like, well, useless wins. Um, is it great to win? Absolutely. Absolutely. But our season is there. But the positive of behind us winning is we can ride that momentum. We can see, how it would look when we actually are galvanized. Um, I mean, can't lose with winning. You know what I'm saying? Can't lose with winning. You said Lathonia and Stonecrest. What is happening? That's 85. Yee. Stonecrest, what is that? 400? Stonecrest. Man, he's Stonecrest? That crazy work. What's happening? He said Dolphins won, Falcons won, good weekend. I mean, we gonna talk about it. Just like first of all, I like to say shout out to the Lady Birds. They're not coming back with a show today. I took their time slot, so y'all gonna be blessed with the opportunity once again to be in here. Just talking my talk, just doing my due. If I could just take a little moment of y'all time, just a tad bit of y'all time. You feel me? Just a tad bit of y'all time. Um, during the game, I was a little lit. Um, the Nets had, saying Soldier Boy doing the you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I was already lit anyway, but I see. But so, like I said, this is Tuesday. Let's talk about it with the Lochness. We are no longer, we are rebranding. Like I said, somebody was taking my let's talk about it. So I was just like, you know what? Let's talk about it with the Lochness. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it with the Lochness. Will the Atlanta Falcons go all in on offense this offseason? Will the Atlanta Falcons go all in on offense this offseason? You feel me? Um, just trying to see what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do, what we're gonna do, when we're gonna do. Um, trying to turn my mic up. I ain't trying to sound too loud. Y'all can hear me. I ain't trying to be too loud. Mm, They asked me, you want these Jordans? I'm like, nah, man, we gonna cool off on them Jordans. But yeah, like I said, it's a short show, man. I ain't really trying to take too much of nobody's time. Just really just gonna really do we keep Kirk or let him go? Damn, already make us. I'd rather cut him to save on cap space. Um, do we get another veteran quarterback? Yeah, yeah, we can get another veteran. Um, do I feel like Kirk Cousins to me? I don't really think he want to be here, so he's playing like somebody that doesn't want to be here. Um, you look at his stats from yesterday, and this is just Kirk Cousins stats. This ain't got nothing to do about we won or um um. It was just let's just look at his stats from yesterday. Okay, he was 13 for 20 for 126 yards. I'm gonna stop right there. He was 13 for 20, above 50%, threw a touchdown to Bijan. They really featured Bijan in this game, so oh yeah, we lit, we live, we out here. But yeah, they really featured Bijan in this game. I just felt like they was like, we're not going to have Kirk Cousins have to throw this entire game. This was a Bijan. Hey, Megaphone, no, with Annie. So yeah, we had the game plan was Bijan. If y'all didn't know the game plan was Bijan mustard on everything. It wasn't anything less than that. He had Kyle Pitts, he had Drake London, he had Mooney out there. Seals had him a couple of great catches. Kyle Pitts had a couple of catches. Like I said, Kyle Pitts is doing what Kyle Pitts normally do. He'll catch two good passes, keep us in that third down or something like that, catch a first down, and then we won't see no more. Drake London still trying to get back into the game, trying to get back into the rhythm. Mooney had a couple of good catches. Like I said, Kirk Cousins wasn't asked to do what 3 tuds to Kyle Pitts. He wasn't asked. This wasn't that game. This was one of those games where we're going to allow Bijan to go off. Tyler Algier, he was there, but was he? Felt like we could have had a little bit more of Tyler. Pause that. But yeah, Kirk Cousins, yeah, man, he's not. We can get if we need a quarterback for 13 to throw 20 times and make 13 of those passes, and they're not really down the field passes, I think we can get a quarterback for that. That's cheaper. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I feel about that. What happens outside? I believe we have to let Kirk go. Listen, Kirk is a pocket quarterback, but man, Kirk is literally a statue. We need a quarterback who can at least move a little. Yeah. Honestly believe in my heart of hearts that it's in our best interest to let that man go find somewhere to be a starting quarterback. So he'll probably turn into that person that they seen on the quarterbacks. he'll probably be that person because we didn't get him. We didn't. They paid big money for that type of guy, but we didn't get that person. And to hear that this man was, a little disgruntled when he seen them drop Penix, it was just like, so what? Um, Penix didn't even have to play until really your contract was up, my boy. We could have been training him and getting him ready, get him acclimated. But like, I get it. I guess it hits different. But yeah, let Kurt go. I think, like I said, if we need a quarterback to throw 20 times, 20 to 25 times in a game and make over half of those passes, I'm pretty sure we can find it. I ain't trying to say that's easy fit, easy field, but for that price we paying him, we paying like $100 million quarterback. It should hit a little different. I'm just like, hey, Maggie T. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Money 0925. Salute. What's happening? But I wasn't excited about the game. I wasn't ecstatic about the game. Win, lose, or draw. I really didn't care. I was more so um like, okay. I was like, you know what I'm saying, when it came to the game. Just because in my heart of hearts, I knew it was a meaningless game. That's why to me it just didn't hit as like, it wasn't, oh my god, my team is out here. It wasn't like that Monday night didn't feel, they brought out Jagged Edge, they had Soldier Boy out there, T.I. came into the nest. I mean, I was just sitting there like, I was like, I give him a clap, I'll do my little stuff, but I was just like, me physically wasn't invested in this game because now when Bijan took off, I was like, okay. When he did it again, like when he put his hand down and didn't go down, like he was in a Marvel stance or something, and he just took off for like 30 more yards. But I swear he was gonna break another one. I was like, okay, man, we need to get right. We need to get right. I said 200 game would have been crazy. Is he not the best back in the NFL? At least top 3, and he's probably borderline of being 1 and 2. Gibbs is nice, but yeah, Bijan number 1. I was irritated. Kaden ain't never been that good in coverage. I don't know why they keep putting my boy in them type of situations. Kaden Ellis in situations where and I get it, Divine Diablo. I said Debo. Divine Diablo is kind of hobbled with one arm, but man, Kaden Ellis, absolutely not. Stop doing it. What's up, my boy? Mucho. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that. Yeah, let's share this out. Let's grow them numbers. Let's grow them numbers. I'm only watching to see players play well. That's always dope to see, but not caring about the result. Yeah, see, that's how it was. I wasn't win lose. Now at the end of the game, it looked like we were finna give it up again. I swear to you, I was like, bro, they finna let these do. We finna go into overtime and lose it overtime, bro. I'm like, bro, somebody needs to. Man, I was like, oh my goodness, because I was thinking in my head, like, bro, this don't look right. It looked almost like another. It was the same script, man. It was like a same script, different movie, man. They was done to make the same movie, same script. Hey, man, get down there, let them come back, inch back, block a field goal and run it back for a touchdown is crazy. Said Bijan got some Barry Sanders in with some of those cuts. I wouldn't say that. That's a little too. That's to the max. I don't know if you ever seen. Go look at Barry Sanders highlights. He was different. Broski was different. He'll take something that look like he shouldn't be in there, and he'll be when he smoked, like when he ran for that 30 yards, that would have been another touchdown for Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, like somebody like Bo Jackson, when they hit that top, they gone, bro. You ain't catching them. Like you ain't catching them. You ain't catching them. Nah, I ain't mad. I ain't mad about Bijan. But since we're talking about Bijan and how awesome his game was, let me show you what I found. I found this. I don't know if y'all seen these before. These Bijan Robinson signature series figurines. I got a couple of these. I'm gonna try to get them signed by Bijan, and then I'm gonna try to give them out. But that's dope. I don't know if I want to take one up out the box and have it signed, or just keep it in the box and have them signed. I'm gonna try to get it signed. Maybe I can catch up. We can catch up with. Maybe I don't know. We got like a. Sometimes we have players at the parties at the end of the season. They might pull up, so I don't know. I want to be coming here with a toy in my hand, but I do it. Signed in, my boy. Or training camp next year. Signed is my boy. I mean, he got my jersey for me. Signed is. So who knows? And then, hey, I get to 500 subs. Maybe I could pick somebody in the audience, and then I can mail it out to you, man. I try to get it signed and mail it out to you. And I make sure when he signs it, I get a picture. Authenticate. Always got to authenticate. So nobody won't be like, this is you signed this yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do an all AFN recap show with the Lady Birds and crew for the new year. Hope y'all tune in. Ooh. Man, I might be doing it. We'll try to make it. I'll be here, but we'll see. We'll see. He said Watts and Bates was locked down. Watts, what it is about Watts made some adjustments. You see how he kept going over that Bates. I don't know if y'all know, he kept going over that Bates, having a conversation. When he blown that touchdown, they went over there, talked about it, said, hey, you know what I'm saying? They talked about it. Got it right. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Watts matching Deion Sanders' record of being a record with 5 tuds. Let's let this man in these next 2 games get at least one more, interception. I said tuds. Interception, so he can go ahead and beat Deion Sanders' record of having 5 touchdowns as a rookie. We need to get one more, my boy. Get Watts one more, my boy. What's happening? What's happening, Terry? What's happening? Chilling. He said that's gonna tune into a Champagne Confessions. Laugh a lot of while ago, have y'all telling the truth about the damn team. Y'all, tell the truth, man. I always tell the truth about the team. Don't let Bijan curve y'all like Kyle did. Kyle. I'm finna pass. I ain't even finna address that. We're gonna move that. Oh yeah, that's nice, right? That Bijan, that thing look nice. He said, "You right, money." No, man, I ain't finna no. He said, "Leave them in the box. They resell for resell more mint." Oh yeah, for sure. When it's still in the box, and then get him a sign right here, like on the front. That thing crisp too, boy. That thing crisp. They got him in the action pose. That's how he was carrying the ball when he was running. This thing nice, boy. That thing nice. Once I seen it, I was like, oh, I said, I gotta get me one. And then I was like, you know what I do? I try to get another one just in case. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, fucks with the Lochness, you know what I'm saying? We'll try to get it signed. Y'all, hey, I might bless somebody with that. I be trying to find all the stuff. I ain't trying to tell you. Hey, anything Falcons, I be out there in the hunt. Y'all don't understand. I be out there hunting for all types of Lochness stuff. All types of Falcon stuff. Speaking of Lochness too, I got my, the Lochness brand shirt on. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? I know you like it. So I always trying to brand myself. I always trying to be a walking brand, man, for sure. You said, do you think the players played for the coaches or themselves last game? That's a good question. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I believe in my heart of hearts they played for the coaches. They had a game plan to give Bijan the ball, and that's all. That's what's the game plan. The game plan was, hey, Kirk Cousins, we don't need you to throw like you've been throwing. Kyle Pitts having 3 tests. Like I said, you didn't see the same Kyle Pitts. You didn't see the same Drake London. Mooney had a couple of catches. Seals trying to make himself, trying to stay on the team, you know. But I think they just came out with a game plan and they just executed the game plan. And one thing I want to talk about before I continue on with the show, the funny thing is if we would have lost to the Rams, nobody would have said anything about this pass interference debacle that they claiming that they didn't get the call. You know how many times and how many games, and when Kyle Pitts was in the middle of the end zone, where officials just like this that they didn't call. Dude hugging Kyle Pitts, picking him up like a Dudley slam or something. You know, like the Dudley boys do the little through the chair. He put nobody said anything. But because the Rams lost and they wanted the Rams to win, and it was the Falcons, and then we won, you know what they're saying? We need to investigate that call. Investigate? You know how many calls we need to investigate? You know how many times they had to sit at the I guess we against the refs. I mean, I guess the refs got it right, or you know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me. I'm 50. I saw Barry. Some of them jump cuts remind me of Barry to me. I can't put Bijan and Barry Sanders. I can't put them two together, man. I can't. I can't. Me being a Barry Sanders fan, you probably saw him and all this stuff. That's fine, cool. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just feel like Barry Sanders in the league his own, bro. I can't even put him with nobody, bro. I just can't. Not saying now Bijan cuts with Delhi. I mean, we can't expect like so since we own that, let's go ahead and continue with the show. Like I said, will the Atlanta Falcons go all in and on offense this season? Because you already know our defense is here. Can we all agree to that? Can we all agree to say our defense is here? Can we all say that? Like we went from having like 20, I think we had like 11 or 10 or 15 sacks, maybe. Now we like tied at second place for sacks. Pressure. Got our young bucks in up here with 5 INTs. I mean, he said, are you still on it? Stay keeping in the box. What up, bruh? What up, my boy? He said, I have a McFarland Michael Vick. I wanted that. It just, I seen it. I can get that. You can eBay that. But I was always a fan of McFarland toys just because I was with the Spawn stuff. I got a whole bunch of Spawn stuff. I got a whole bunch of Spawn collectibles, man. I got so much stuff. Man, see, y'all don't even see this over here. Y'all can't see my little thing that got different gaming statues, and y'all can't see it. I'm such a nerd, bro. He said, would love to get it signed. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Even if the Falcons win last game against New Orleans on Sunday, nobody's going to win the NFC South if all teams were below 500. Oh, well. I'd rather us all sit home and we were looking at each other like, yeah, next year. We would set it up when everybody free. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to 5 TDs or 5 INTs. It was 5 INTs. You talking about Deion Sanders? Xavier Watts had 5 INTs as a rookie, and Deion Sanders had 5 INTs as a rookie Falcon. He just need one more to pass him, and then you know what I'm saying. Should a 3-game winning streak change Raheem's 2-year track record? Honestly, a 3-game winning streak don't change his track record, but what it does help him. because I would say what helps him is he see. But do you think about it like this? But see, I'm gonna talk about this in my show. Like we're gonna move that. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get back to that. Let's talk about. I need one for I need one for Brandon Lochness. Oh, you need one of these? Let me see. Let me show you. You need one of these? He said, I need one of them Lochness shirts for sure. Or color. We try to get the color. I want to do it. Let me show. Hold on. I want to do it like this. This is what we're gonna do. See how we gonna do it. Let me see. I want to go to how we want to do this. Comments. Boom. Take that off. I should take the comment off, huh? We'll take it off. We'll take the comment off. Then we'll take this off. The banner off. So I want to do it like bigger. The Lochness bigger. And in between the Lochness, like put the Falcon sign inside of it. But you can't see the whole Falcon sign, but you know it's the Falcon sign. But it says the Lochness in there. Don't be stealing my ideas. Now have somebody come in here with their name up there with it, but in between, like, oh, you on that type of time. I see what type of time you on. But yeah, but I want to do it like that. I want to do it like that. I want to do it like that. That's how I want to do it. Who made that game plan? Because it sure wasn't Zach Robinson. I believe they came with that. Maybe Raheem Morris was just like, "Hey, Kirk Cousins, you've been doing a good job. We're really not gonna have you throw. We're gonna really just, reserve the players. Let's make sure give Bijan the ball, feature Bijan. You can if you throw because he was hesitant about throwing the ball down the field. That man was hesitant about throwing the ball. Drake didn't get any targets for real. He was just out there as a decoy. He was just there for them. He was just there for the sake of trying to get the defense off. Like he's out there, he's still a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like Julio really was, even if he wasn't getting the ball. But the plays to Bijan was predictable. Hey, I didn't say the game plan was to get Bijan the ball. That was it. And Bijan just his sheer athleticism, his jump cuts, and his pure talent and how he does his tang, like he already said. And when Bijan said when he runs, he said the first two guys gonna miss. He said the first guy gonna miss definitely, but then it's gonna be the next person, because he did a one move when he cut all the way around. I was like, damn, bro, you did something. He cut real quick. I was like, he was going boo boo and jumped. I was like, okay, that man's stupid. Kyle Pitts not going off one fantasy leagues. Yeah, that 45 points he put up, yeah, you ain't gonna see it again. Weren't there two last night against us not called? It was multiple ones that wasn't called. They always not called. They ain't calling face mask. They ain't calling holding. They barely was calling roughing the passer. Let that been somebody else, bro. They would have been saying, Tom Brady get a pillow put up under his head. They calling roughing the passer. If the Falcons had won two more games, Falcons would have clinched in a playoff berth last night. If the Falcons would have at least beat Carolina and won against the Dolphins, 49ers, like it's two more games, but really with Carolina, definitely had to beat Carolina. I felt like even in that game against Carolina, they should have been like, bro, y'all had a 0 going against this team. Go out there and show them that y'all not zeros. Nope, still lost again. It was like stupid. I'm like, it was so stupid. So stupid. He said, what would the investigation do at this point? Change the referees. So what it is when it's time to officiate during like high state games, the playoffs, that team of referees won't get picked. And then you got the Merrick on they look staff, because all the staff, they stay together. It's the same staff, I believe. They be all together, But yeah, that's how we're gonna go with that. But yeah, let's talk about going all in on the offense. What is it about our offense besides the fact that our offense agree to disagree? Agree to disagree. Our offense is lackluster. Our offense, like you said, Bijan was running his ass off, but it was like predictable. It's like, okay, here comes Algier. Algier's finna get the ball. Okay, here comes Bijan. Bijan's finna get the ball. No crack tosses, no misdirections, no you go right, we go left, no fool, no pool, no. But I think that's more of when it comes to drawing up plays. That's more of um. So first, what is it that we need on offense? What do y'all feel like we need on offense besides the line? The O line needs. We need a little help on the O line. Not even gonna lie. We're not talking about defense. We know we need something to shore up the middle for the defense as far as run stopping. We know we need a cornerback or two for depth. We know we need a middle linebacker, another middle linebacker for coverage and depth. Let go of Troy Anderson. He ain't making. I really wish we would have kept Landman. You know, what y'all think? What you think our offense needs? Like, and then who? Who do y'all feel like? Okay, oh, this person is going on. You know, because we're gonna have. You know, we cut a couple of people. We're gonna have a little change to play with. You know, so older than me, been playing Bijan reminds me of Walter and Barry. I'm gonna concede to them. Yeah, I can see that. Walter was stupid too. Barry Sanders has quit in his prime. We need an NT. Of course, we need a nose tackle, a cornerback, and a linebacker. But I'm talking about offense, though. Yeah, we know we need it. We already know. But understand, our defense is here. Our offense isn't helping our defense stay off the field. That's why people be like, "Oh man, look at them. They done blew another touchdown. They done blew it." Because our offense, they'll get 3 plays, 3 and out of here, 3 and out of here. Defense back out there. Defense back out there. I mean, they ain't robots. They ain't machines. They're gonna get tired. Bijan great, but he didn't have those cuts back runs like Barry. Also, this is Bijan's first 39 and 3-yard run. Barry did that like every other game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I ain't want. That's why I said. I mean, when my boy said he 50, he seen Barry, blah 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 blah. I was like, hey, I get it. My boy be doing his thing, but I'm not gonna compare him to no Barry Sanders, my guy. Like, I can't do that, bro. I used to look at Barry Sanders like highlights and all the games they have that's actually recorded. I used to look at that all the time. Like, bro, I just sit there like this and look at like I can eat food and just look at it like it's a movie, bro. It's different. I was so on Barry Sanders. That's why I was just like, I mean, he does got some moves. No shade to Bijan, not at all, but yeah, not Barry Sanders though, bro. Not to me. Just reminded Ricky Williams and Dolphins away uniform too. Just remember, I have a Ricky Williams. Oh, sorry, Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams in the Dolphins away uniform too. Yeah, he was stupid too. Ricky Williams was stupid. He said he used a tote before he went out there. Turned that L in Lochness into a Falcon upside down. Drunk is like an L. Yeah, see, I seen shirts like that already. I seen stuff like that already. I don't want. I can get it marked up. I can get my graphics team to mark that up and let me see some stuff. Very good at what she does, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I figured out some. You know what I'm saying? Money gonna make money. Some of the cutbacks, some not really putting him in Barry's tier. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like that's all I'm saying. I was like, I like Bijan Robinson, my boy. Trust me, my boy. He up there on the wall. Bijan Jersey, my boy. But Barry Sanders, though, Barry Sanders was different, bro. Boy, it's just giving me chills, boy. He different. Um, the cuts was nasty. They was nasty now. Jared Verse gonna have a night terrors about trying to route these. Bruh, he was like, he just fell. Bro, just on the ground. They was on the ground. I was like, bro, that's embarrassing, bro. This is like getting dunked on in basketball, bro. When you like, boop, and you just look down at it. It's embarrassing, bro. But shout out to the Rams for giving us JPJ. Go ahead and take your draft pick, my boy. I'm getting tired of people talking about this draft pick that the Rams gave us. They're telling us we don't have a first round draft pick. So what, bro? We already got him. It's JPJ. How we have JPJ that's looking like the most like, and then we were talking about JPJ being like the rookie of the year, and then now we got Xavier Watts. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's hitting different. It's different. Man, whenever Bruce see us for some reason, he always had no fair against the defense. We throw it at him. Yeah. Puka, man, y'all put some respect on Puka name, bro. Puka different. Folks not giving Bijan his due credit. He cuts like he is 180 pounds. He's 220. He is rare. No, nobody said no. We giving him his credit, my boy. He just ain't Barry Sanders. That's all I'm saying. He ain't. I'm just saying he's just not like Barry Sanders. Like I'm just he's good. Like he's great. He's awesome for sure. Hands down, number one running back in the game. Like no shade. But I can't put him with Barry Sanders. Yes, he can put him in his own tier. I think mostly because of our lack of receiver talent. Teams don't fear our passing game, especially with injured Drake and somewhat injured Mooney. Mooney, $16 million needs to go. He up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here. He's don't have enough quickness on the offensive side of the ball. That's how we're gonna shut it up. So who out there who you know you can Google search it or whatever we need to see who's gonna be a free agents that we can bring in. I honestly think because we have a younger team, I honestly believe a QB that's a vet and a wide receiver that's a vet because you still got Nick Nash, you still got a Blair that I think need to see some time. That's why I'm trying to figure out why they didn't get no time. We need a healthy McGarry and a young stud at LT. Love Jake, but he getting old. That's why I got to short that offensive line. For the most part, our offensive line holds up. It's sometimes it's around. It's mostly when they get sacked. Well, Penix was getting sacked straight ahead. Pause that. And left side, weak side. So that's the side that Jake Matthews and Bergeron is right there. Bergeron been holding his own. Jake Matthews, he's Jake Matthews. They need a better wide receiver too. I believe that. Michael Turner said on his podcast that he's trying to figure out who Bijan runs like. Barry Sanders, Thomason, but Thomason couldn't do some of the things Bijan doing. Some people are straight ahead runners. Some people are straight ahead. Like I watched the Minnesota game when Adrian Peterson ran for 296 yards. 295. 296, I think. I watched that game. I used to like Adrian Peterson, who came in. He was different. He did a couple of jump, like he was like boom, bowl you over, and then like somebody like beast mode, he never went down. Bijan, he got that. Le'Veon Bell. There's a couple of people, like I said, he got Barry Sanders. He's Barry Sanders-isk. We'll say that he's Barry Sanders-isk. I would cut Pitts, say that 15 to 18 milli. The only reason I would say cut Pitts, not just for that money, is because you look at his production. Do y'all feel like we can find a tight end that can give us the same numbers as Pitts and block better? Just be honest. Do we feel like we can find a tight end that can block a little bit better? Well, Kyle Pitts don't know how to block at all. To me, it's either don't even move him to a tight end, make him a wide receiver. How about that? Move him to the wide receiver spot. He be the wide receiver too. How about that? And then we find another tight end. How about that? Or since we didn't pick up his 5th year option, it's more like put him on a prove it deal. Give him another year to prove and we'll pay you. Prove it that you that guy. Them 3 touchdowns and you doing this and all that. Kyle Pitts Sr. and then put it because like I said, when he had that game, everybody was like, "Where was this at?" Because I was like that. People, oh my God, y'all crazy! Told you that's Kyle Pitts. I said Drake London did the same thing, but guess what we did? We lost a game. We lost a game when Drake London went off for 3 of them guys, and we lost. Is there an offensive coordinator that can incorporate Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts with a quarterback that is there an offensive coordinator that can make that happen? Because it's not like we're lacking talent. Either they're not coached right or the scheme don't fit these players. Marshall Faulk, Lisa McCoy combined. Yeah, Marshall Faulk. He was Marshall Faulk. We ain't gonna talk about Marshall Faulk. We played the Rams. So we ain't gonna worry about. We're gonna talk about Marshall Faulk later on. Build offense inside out. Okay, so we go. What Noozle, yeah, nay. But we see this is the thing. We can't keep changing up offensive players on the line, on the O line. Sometimes the O line has to, and then sometimes you might have to even change the O line coach. Sometimes it ain't just about the players. Sometimes you got to change the O-line coach. You know what I'm saying? For my thoughts. Just saying. Just maybe, just a little bit. You think we'll draft a quarterback or sign one? Honestly, I think we should need to sign one. Don't draft no quarterback. This Malik Williams or whatever. There y'all go with this black quarterback again. Y'all just can't let it go. Y'all just can't. Malik Williams gonna be ready. He's going to do his last year. Man, I don't want to hear that. I ain't trying to hit it. Get the person that can make the team better. If it's a vet, let it be a vet. If it's Malik, if it's somebody else, if it's Bo Nix, I don't get like whoever it is, get them. If it's a new head coach, move Raheem to somewhere else. Keep Raheem here, but move him somewhere else. He's probably going to be disgruntled, or just get rid of him. Acquire a bigger and physical wide receiver that can block on the edge. Let Pitts go and get a block beat. Let Pitts go. You let Pitts go. Kirk Cousins go. Onyemata go. Mooney go. Special teams coach go. It's some people that can go. You know what I'm saying? That's loud. Hold on. Scratch it. Yeah, it's some people that can go. Yeah, it's some people that need to go. I'm being 100%. The only reason I wouldn't want the draft pick is because they want to draft a quarterback. Yeah. I want to draft a Wed. McGarry back will be big up front. For sure. I believe it. So I think we're gonna make. You say you think we may lose Dorless for his first half of next season. We may have lost Dorless for his first. Oh, for the first half of that, I'm trying to read first half of next season. Yeah, maybe we need more speed at wide receiver, not necessarily bigger. Yeah, I believe that too. We need somebody that can. Yeah, Mooney, 16 million, you can go. Just not consistent enough. Hello, KC. He's heading to the draft. I mean, hey, if it works, Lock, would you sign Romeo Dobbs and free agent to be the second wide receiver? Romeo Dobbs. What team he played? Where I heard that name from? Hold on. Let's find out. Hold on. Y'all coming in with the heat. Let's see. Let me check my boy out. See, it's moving slow. My phone about to die. It said Romeo Dobbs. He came up quick. I didn't even have to. Oh, the dude for Green Bay. I'm like, that's okay. Yeah, we can get him. I can see him. That might work. Yeah. Like, you think about it. Think about it like this. Move my mic down. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So this might work. Like Kyle Pitts, Onion model. Onion model's getting up in age. Because you can get some 2 big bodies for the cost of Onion model. You can draft some big bodies for the cost of Onion model. Ruka Roro, he's coming into his own. Ruka's coming to his own. We can even get another. I mean, you can. It's all about saving money. So if we get younger, we need to get more physical. If we're talking about defense, if we're talking about offense, hold on, my computer acting like it's about to die. If we're talking about offense, we need somebody to you say we get McGarry back. We'll be more physical. Not never draft a tight end in the top 5. Tight ends aren't premium in position. No to Romeo Dobbs. You said no to Romeo Dobbs. I mean, would he be better than Mooney? I would say like I said, anybody, if Seals was to get better. Like, that's how Brian Flores is head coach and McDaniel as OC. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. With this team? With some other pieces added, because a lot of people finna go. If you say keep the same coaching staff, Pitts may have to go, but if we change coaching, maybe he keep Pitts. It's been coaching reasons why Pitts hasn't been productive. Shit, I agree with that. Packers, okay. I was like, I know I've seen them before. I was like, why I seen that name before? Green Bay Packers for Romeo. Okay. No Dobbs, might as well keep Mooney. Might as well. That's what I'm saying. I want us to get somebody. I want us to go into the draft and get, if we gonna, like I said, if we gonna go young, like Puka Nacua, it's like certain people. It's just certain people, their talent is unmatched. Like Puka is a rookie, bro. Did he look like a rookie? That's what we need. We just need somebody on the other side of Drake. We had an opportunity to get somebody who was like Jamar Chase or somebody. Who was it? Like, come on, man. It was crazy. Watts with 5 NCs got him top 10. Why not? My boy. Even with this right here, with the offense being lackluster, no explosive plays, we need to tap into a quarterback that's a gunslinger. We need a veteran quarterback that is a gunslinger. And it's hard to get a vet because he's in a vet, you think of age. But you got to get somebody that still got the arm talent. Because if you draft a quarterback, it's like, I guess this whole Penix situation is dead. Is that what we're saying? This Michael Penix situation is dead? I don't believe it is, but that would be kind of silly. And then I would look at the squad like that. Y'all mismanaging stuff now. Really, for real. So if Bijan is so awesome, like we talked about, how do we build around Bijan? And these two go hand, this goes hand in hand with the lackluster offense. If we know Bijan Robinson is our premier, he's the face of our franchise. Bijan Robinson is the face of our franchise. We do have a Drake London right there. We do have a Kyle Pitts when he wants to show up. But how do we build around Bijan Robinson? Like, do we get an offensive coordinator? Which offensive coordinator? Who's going to be on the market for that you think that will complement a run, evasive, because Bijan is not a power back. That's more like That's more like Algier. Bijan is more like evasive, elusiveness, Oh yeah, I was going to get to this too. What I think about Matty Ice joining the team, maybe look at the podcast. He's been promoting the job for months. He's trying to recruit coaches, John Gruden and other coaches. I'm trying to tell you like this, man. Matt Ryan, if they bring Matt Ryan here, and they're going to bring Matt Ryan here, the problem I have about them talking about Matt Ryan coming here is the same problem, and we're going to talk about two different versions of this problem. Let's talk about Matt Ryan, the quarterback. Nobody was giving this man his flowers, even in his prime. Matt Ryan, nobody was giving him his flowers. So that's why I seen some conversations about Penix, and people was like, "Yeah, get him up out of here." I was like, "Wait a minute." Y'all weren't even giving Matt Ryan his flowers when he was throwing the hell out that ball, and Julio Jones and Matty Ice were looking stupid together. So I just feel like even if, like, and this is my whole heart of hearts, Michael Penix come back, he doesn't need to be Michael Vick. He needs to be Michael Penix. He don't need to strike the ball and just run for it. He needs to be able to, because there's nothing wrong with his arm. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Oh, he's always injured. It's a contact sport. Somebody can take a hit and they can end their whole career. God forbid, knock on wood, but anybody can take a neck injury and they gone. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need him to do too much with his legs. So that's when you sit up here and you take Michael Penix and you make him into a pocket passer that can step up into the pocket when need to, that can move to the side when need to, that can move to the other side when need to, wear the defense, become more of a field general, like guess who? Peyton Manning. Did you see Peyton Manning running all over the place? Dissecting Omaha. He was dissecting the defense. Train my boy up to be that. He had choppy feet like Peyton Manning, I like the number 4 Oklahoma Sooners. He looks hungry. I'm gonna go check him out. I'll check him out. Oklahoma Sooners. Yes, Jamar Chase available, and we drafted tight end. Yeah. Oh my God, that was crazy. When I seen that, I mean, Kyle Pitts, all right, but he's a unicorn. Cornell Tate. Okay, that's his name. What do you think, Matt Ryan entering the front office? If he can get other quarterbacks, if he can, vet other quarterbacks, vet other coaches, and we build a super, just thinking we built a super coaching staff with the team we have, and they bring in people to just, bro, it's just, I already was hype about this season, and it went down, but they built a ultra team. My gosh. MPJ didn't have good. He wasn't that good in college when he got injured. Now he got best doctors in the world. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't understand. Like, they can ship my boy off to it. They got the bread, bruh. If he's the future, you don't think they're gonna you think they drafted him for shit? and giggles. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. Why people keep talking about Gruden? He's 117 through, which means average. Hey, he ain't a losing head coach though. He ain't losing like my boy. I think we build around Bijan with offensive-minded coaches, a deep threat, a wide receiver, not a statue at the quarterback position, not a scrambler, so to speak, but not a statue. That's what I'm saying. Somebody that can move up in the pocket and throw, somebody can move to the left, somebody can move to the right, somebody that can read the defense, somebody that can make the throws on any route in the tree. It just helps us be more like nobody's fearing the passing game. Nobody's like, oh, nobody was just like, damn, bro, we got Roddy right there. We got who? We got to deal with Algie Crumpler. You know what I'm saying? They went. I'm just saying. So while we're addressing the needs, I'm gonna circle back. I'm gonna circle back to head coaches. Can we go ahead and say we can get rid of this special teams coach? Sorry, I don't like to tell nobody to do. Special teams has been horrific. Special teams lost us a lot of games. The team lost us the games, but the special teams made it easy for the other teams to get. It was crazy. We win it, and then you come straight off of halftime. They run the ball straight on back on us. It's just like everything we wanted Agnew to do. Agnew got cut. He was supposed to be like one of the best. He was supposed to be like the next Devin Hester. And Agnew couldn't get past the 25-yard line unless he catching it in the end zone for a touchback. Agnew couldn't go nowhere. And the first thing, Agnew, get rid of Agnew. No, get rid of the special teams head coach or the special teams coach because it was horrific. Said someone that will run for 6 yards if it's open. On the average, Kyle Pitts averages, I think, 6 or 7 yards a catch. If he's averaging 6 or 7 yards a catch, Bijan is averaging like 5 yards a run. Maybe we should have first downs. The goal is to get first downs until you get a touchdown. It's not the players. I don't think, honestly, Kyle Pitts is how he is because it's literally the coaches, y'all. Some people are good at coaching. We need an offensive-minded coach. We keep Ulbrich or Ulbrich. We keep him, but we also devise, like, get other additive pieces to the defense. The defense is here. Umata, he wasn't somebody that stood out to me. It was, and then sometimes it'd be like that. Umata reminded me of Grady Jarrett. What Blackberry? What Reaper at? In a way where what we said was, shoot, we got this over here, we got that person over here, we got that person. Hey, Grady gonna eat, right? Grady gonna eat. But it seems like everybody else is eating. And that's not an indictment of him either. It's more so like how they believe in this 4-man rush to a point. They'll drop the coverage back, they'll drop people back. I honestly feel we need more man coverage in our secondary. They do a zone style defense that plays off the line, that gives them 5 yards, 6 yards cushion when it's 3rd and 4, and y'all giving them a cushion. It's crazy work. I think Pittman doesn't have confidence in his legs. That's why he looks scared in the pocket with happy feet. And that's fine. So that's quarterback coach. That's quarterback coach. Bring in somebody that they talking about, Alex Smith, that go work out with Alex Smith, who has hurt his legs and he's came back from it. He said, almost lost us the last game. Yeah, could have. But, wins a win. Like I said, meaningless wins don't matter to me. You can get rid of special teams coach on that OC and the OC first. Yeah, go with them two first. You two. The next person you bring in, say, this is what we got. Here's all the film of all the special team plays and what the special team did or didn't do. Go through it, pick your people. Have a sit down with each person on the special teams, see where they at. Even in the conversation with them, tell me a play, look in a video, see a play that they could have did better, talk to them about it, and they give you an answer. You remember this? What we could have done? And do they tell you, okay, I can coach you up? Some people, like I said, if I can't coach you, you're up out of here. Fire special teams coach and Zach. No way Zach can come back converting 33% on 3rd down in the league set up for the offense. Trash. Kirk had an open 4-yard run last game. He couldn't have gotten the 1st down, but he didn't and settled for a turnover on downs. Hey, some people, they don't got it. Bring someone in that can develop quarterbacks. Exactly. Somebody that can develop quarterbacks, somebody that can coach special teams, somebody that can go ahead and keep a defensive coordinator, a defense like cornerback room or DB's room coach that can talk about press coverage and get out this zone bullshit that we always got into. We just prevent defense. We don't want nothing on top, but we'll give you everything in the middle and stop putting Caden Ellis in coverage situations. Just let him go after the quarterback or stop the runs or whatever he need to do. He got a couple of sacks this year too. So let him be that person. Stop putting out, knowing what our personnel is great at and allowing them to be great. And then whatever their weakness is at, you put them in those situations with help. Put them in those situations with help. If Caden Ellis has to drop back in coverage, you with Caden Ellis, whoever Caden Ellis is covering. If you're going to drop 6 DBs in the back or 2, you got 4 DBs back there, 2 free, 2 corners, maybe a nickel. It's I don't know. And you only rushing 4 though. So you got 7. So if you're rushing 4, you got 7 people. So if you go 2, you got 5. You feel me? You get it? 4 people rushing, 2 linebackers, right? 4, 2, 5. Right? So that's 5 men back there, and they getting burnt sometimes. It's like that. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy work. He said, sad things. I know the Falcons were going to win the last 4 games, and Blank is going to seriously think about bringing back the coaching style. Man, it's meaningless, bro. More meaningless football to me. More meaningless football. How you let Jay Verse untouched block field goal? What's the other odds of the ball bouncing back to his hands for a run back? That's special teams. Yeah. At least we're not having an issue with a kicker. Can we say that? Can we say that? Zane Gonzalez. Do we keep him as our kicker? Do we keep Zane? For the most part, he did his thing. He did miss a couple, but he won us one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get him more confident, get him more opportunity. You don't want our field goal kicker winning us games. I'm gonna just say that. And that's what I'm gonna go to this. This is what I feel. There's no such thing as too aggressive. Be aggressive. That's what they say with the cheerleaders. Be aggressive. Be aggressive, right? There's no such thing as being too aggressive. In this game, we was up 21-0. And it's like we took our foot off their neck. We took our foot, our knee, or whatever we had off their neck. It's like they started doing the whole let's make them have to work for it. I'm like, Matthew Stafford is still not a slouch quarterback, bro. Matthew Stafford is not a slouch, bro. He said keep him being consistent for the most part. Yeah. Yeah. So for the most part, he's consistent. So I don't want to hear us talking about drafting a let that man work. The coaches, for some reason, it's like at the end of the game, we'll be doing plays to get us downfield like it's nothing. And you'll be like, why weren't y'all doing this throughout the game? Sometimes I feel like what they need to do is take this mindset of what they would have to try to win the game, put that in the beginning, middle, and end. There's no such thing as being too aggressive. There's no such thing as saying, hey, why can't I throw it down here to try to get... It's just like when Kirk Cousins took over for Michael Penix. That game, they did a play action and then threw it all the way down the field to Mooney for a touchdown. And everybody was up in arms about why they weren't doing this the entire game. Because it wasn't the game plan. It wasn't the game plan with Penix to do play action. And that is one of our lackluster weaknesses that we have. We don't run great play action. When you have play action, and it's also because we don't have somebody that can run down the field. And Mooney ain't it. 16 million Mooney ain't it. We can get somebody better than that for less than that. I'm pretty sure. You don't have to do nothing but tell this person, go run, and I'm going to throw the ball. Run, I'm going to throw it. That's what when Bijan Robinson is running so crazy, and he's the threat on the team, so they're packing the box for his runs. They're closing up the gaps so he can't skip through nothing. That's when you get better offensive linemen or better offensive lineman execution that can move the pocket or move to make the gaps, move the line to open up the holes for him to run through. So he can decide he's going to go through A, he can go through B, like that. So with that being said, play action pass is important for us. Getting Algier touches, getting Kyle Pitts targets. Drake London's going to get targets. We have to produce a fearful offense. I think our defense now is fearful because you don't know who's going to get that sack. For some reason, like I said, is everybody starting to eat now. Like, boom, you like, hey, Root got him one. Douglas got him one. Floyd got him one. Like, it was like everybody in the club getting tips. Like they all getting tips. Hey, everybody getting tips. Everybody getting their drink on. Everybody getting a sack. But see, that's the thing. But when it comes to running, we just got to have some run stopping ability right there. Nose tackle. Like it's right around there. Nose tackle, the right of the nose tackle, left of the nose tackle. We gotta have that the three right there. Stupid, but they don't like to run the 5-man. They like to run the 3. The 4. So that's why you got to change your scheme on defense just a little bit by personnel. That's why we got to get man press coverage and CBs that can press coverage. So you, hey, 1-on-1, AJ Terrell and whoever, this person over here, whoever, you can have an additional person. You can do the 5-2. You can do the 5-2-9. I mean the 5-2-4. 5, 2 linebackers, 4 cornerback, 2 safeties. Have an additional person on the line. Because they started giving Bijan the ball like they were in the first half. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like, hey, let's not give him the ball. Or just put him out there. Fake a play action. I don't know. I mean, I hate to see it for Dulles. He may be out for 2026, but we may need another interior pass rusher. Yeah. Dulles was legit too, bro. He was legit. Like, it's just certain people, they legit. He was one of them. I just feel like, and then we can't really give them a good. They probably told them, go out there, do this, make it simple. We're already out of the playoffs. We're not playing for anything, but just at least play to get the win at home. And that could be the case. That could be the case. Like, hey, we just gonna make the game plans and get Bijan, let them go off, let them do your rhyme, make a couple of passes. We ain't gotta, do anything to overextend, maybe. Yes, the 5-2-4. I said it before the season started. Yeah, the 5-2-4, man. The 5-2. We just gotta get press. We just gotta get more press on our DBs. You got the safeties, the strong safety, free safety. They're gonna be backing them up. You got the cornerbacks gonna take the 2 outside. Don't take that linebacker and make him. You're gonna have the linebacker. It's different. I would either like fake a Diablo on the line and then have him drop back in coverage while Caden Ellis comes up. It's different because they put Caden Ellis in these situations without they're trying to get him to cover. And he gets beat every time. He's not a coverage linebacker. He's like a run stopper. He's a run stopping, tackling, pressing the quarterback linebacker, reading the quarterback's eyes, stepping up, going through the holes to try to get him, a sack. Maybe he's the X, maybe he's the Mike, maybe he's this and another. What's happening?
What up? Surprise, 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 surprise.
I see.
What's up? Before you drop off, I don't know what time you're jumping off, but want to say hello because it's actually the last show of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. Now everybody finna come in here. Now they finna come in here.
No, they not. They don't care about me.
The show finna start.
Ladybird's on the break. This your time.
They gonna be like, hey man, the show finna start. The show just started. They finna come on here.
No, I just wanted to show some love and everything, because I know it's the last one for the year, and you talking about kind of recapping the team. Pretty much is all we doing at this point. Just want to show you some love, give you your flowers and everything else for just holding it down for, for the year and everything, and Lochness podcast. And I need everybody right now, go to his channel and subscribe. We try to get him to 500.
500. Yeah,
500. Because you might get that, signed Bijan little thing. You know, he got some good little stuff in the background. I'm not in the pool, but y'all might get some cool stuff back there. So y'all get that man on the 500.
Yeah, you might get it. Yeah, I got some other stuff coming. I ain't gonna talk about that, but we
and then we need to talk too about some other stuff too. We'll talk later, but I know you got some plans, but we'll talk about it later. But what's up? What we talking about? I just jumped in. I know.
Oh, he's talking about the free agents we can probably pick up to help our team.
Okay.
Marquise Brown, Debo Samuels. Debo Samuels is still two out well. Christian Kirk. I take a Christian Kirk kind of. He still got a little get up on him. Juan Jennings. They all free agents. Because I was thinking what would we draft? What would we draft? That's the question. If we're gonna get some vets in the offseason, but what will we draft?
Well, they're gonna start first. They're gonna start with the coaching staff. They will know our direction, but I think they probably this time, since they went heavy defense, they probably go offense. But it also just a matter of I don't like doing free agency and all that this early in the game, because we gotta see what the wild card going to end up being and all that going on. So I'm be watching, but where we going, definitely better be special teams. Gotta address that situation.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Get somebody on the other side of Drake London. And then just, of course, the quarterback situation right now. Of course, we're not gonna get anybody in the draft, but we got to get somebody off somewhere cheap.
Yeah, I was thinking just a vet that they still got a little. They can still put the ball.
Yeah,
somebody.
Yeah,
not Kirk Cousins.
No, I mean, I just know my Falcons, but I was like, maybe we got a little hope because they started to bring in some people in to shake up some things and evaluate what's going on the coaching staff and come in and talk some sense into some folks, because we got to let Terry cook. Raheem, yeah, like you said, these are meaningless games, but he's doing this because he know his job is on the line. So he's trying to prove to Terry Arthur Blank that he's still a coachable coach. He's gonna get it right, but it's a little too late for me. So they're probably already picking who's gonna be in that operations. And like Matt Ryan, they're talking to him, and what I'm hearing, he's been kind of trying to recruit and everything else. So I think they have an idea who's going to be coming in and where they want to go with it. It's just a matter of who's definitely is going to be at the head of the coaching. So that's all we can say. The queen and the lot. Yes, I had to show some love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I told you, everybody's gonna come in here now.
No, they not. No, they.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like my mindset is this team do need a head coach. I don't think Raheem's that guy. And Zach Robinson definitely. Even if we kept Raheem, just saying for the foreseeable future.
Why I say Raheem is not the guy, because even though we were leading, we almost blew that bitch, and then you did some questionable timeouts at the end, and your time management, your situational, changing up and adjusting, you still got issues. The Rams went back and figure out what the hell they needed to do to come back and try to win this thing.
Right.
That's the problem. We almost had a 28-3 situation again. So yeah, a win is a win, but it was almost a loss at the end of the day. So I'm not impressed by Raheem.
No, I'm not. He was. I mean, it's almost just like how Kirk Cousins did last year when he had threw like 5 INTs out in 2 or 3 games. It was just like throwing to the other team. It was just like he lost his job because of that, but he was still on the team because they paid him. So we can save up a lot of money, like I mentioned before. We can save up a lot of. Okay, Kyle Pitts. What you think?
Yeah. Kyle Pitts is always one of those, but I'm one of those people that don't hold on to players. When I feel like we can possibly get another Kyle Pitts out there, we could. He could be possible part of a trade situation, him and maybe Algier. I don't know. Because we got to pay Drake. We got to pay a lot of players that is going to stay on this team. And I feel like Kyle Pitts has proven himself to be worthy of another team that you pick him up and he can be something great. Because like you said earlier, coaching. Get him on the right coaching staff, and somebody that's good at under center for him. He good. He can make it somewhere. Just not here. I love him, but I still got hope for him though. Like either way, I'm not going to be upset if Kyle Pitts sticks around because I do want to see him win. Because I was like happy when he got on. I was like, yes, okay, cool. He got potential. I want to see it. And when he was with Matt Ryan, I was like, okay. Now we're seeing a little glimpse of what it could possibly be, but I don't know. What you think?
I'm always one of them people that I look at your production, and
right?
And I think about who can we pay that can get paid less than that and still give us the same numbers. Who can we get to give us 3 to 4 catches a game? Because that's all he gonna get. This whole 3 touchdowns, that was Drake London was out. He was more, like I said, even with Matt Ryan, he was the focus because Matt Ryan had nobody to throw to.
Absolutely. Right.
Same situation. So when he's out there with Drake London's balling out, what he at? 2 or 3 catches, not blocking. So I'm thinking it's all.
So you think him going to a team with like a more struggling offense that would probably give him a little bit more, would probably be a better benefit for him. And
No, because he reminds me that situation with him is just like a Grady Jarrett situation where Grady Jarrett was here, but the production was just like we can pay multiple people to do less.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's basically if we're gonna kind of retool this team, not rebuild, we got to get players similar, like you would talk about the Mooney situation. Get somebody like Ish, but cheaper, and kind of come in here. Yeah. Let's say see Pitts back.
He said, "Well, we'd like to see Pitts back, but I think he's going to the Chiefs because of Kelsey. Who we give? Well, not. I mean, if we don't put him on a prove it deal next year,
right?
We just got to pretty much let him walk at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Let him choose the team he want to go to.
There you go.
And if he say, "Hey, I want to stay with y'all," hey, because he might feel some kind of way too. He probably want a fresh start. He done been in 5 years of this same hamster wheel, so he might be like, "Hey, let me up out of here." Signs are pointing to KC if Pitts leave, and we get one of their wide receivers. Why would we get one of their wide receivers? We didn't pick up his 5-year deal. He can walk. He can walk next year.
Yeah.
We had to put him on a prove it deal to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
We pick up his 5th year's contract so he can just go somewhere else. And he go wherever team is gonna pick him up.
Right.
So, like they said, people were playing for their job. So Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, that's what this is all it was. It was this is a showcase for, the next position they will get on, whatever team. Now, I mean, they could still be having that momentum, because I won't put it past Raheem. He don't gave them that motivational speech. Hey guys, we got to get out there and, win for me. We got to find a way to win for me, y'all. We got this, coach. We love you. We in this. So it could be a little bit of both.
That song. We gonna find our way. We gonna find our way. We gonna find our way with practice. Like what?
Practice.
I go back to practice, man. Like no shit, bro. What else? I don't know. I just feel like it's another Grady Jarrett situation. It's more. He's one of those people when he needs to be the premier person in the offense. He's just not that here. So that's why I'm saying that he probably need to go somewhere else. And that's
what I meant. Like I just see him. I see him doing better elsewhere.
Yeah, Bijan team. It was his team. It was his team.
He had potential for it to be his team, yes.
but he didn't take over like this
That's
guy.
why he was drafted so high, because at the time, the coach at that time liked his tight ends.
Yeah. So I just feel like you seen that big boy that the Rams had, they big tight ends. We need people like him. It's like he was taking hits and still low. He was just like, he don't need to be fast. Just catch the ball, rumble, tumble, fall, make them 5 yards or whatever. We don't need a Kelsey out there. We don't need a Rob Gronkowski. We just need somebody that's gonna block.
So let me ask you this question then. Okay. So since we're young on defense, do you think we need to go the same on offense or bring in veterans? What you think?
I think a little mixture of both. Just because our offense, if we go young, our offensive coordinator and the coaches around them have to be people that's been in it for a minute. It can't be young people teaching young people.
Right. Because you can see what you can do with rookies with somebody that knows what they're doing with them.
Yeah. So Billy Bowman, Watts, they looking like, what I'm saying? Then you pair them with some people that AJ Terrell, Bates, that's already in the game. And then you get a defensive coordinator that make sense, and this game plan makes sense. So I really think we just need to, wherever our offensive coordinator is, they need to come to God or whoever they're gonna come to, and figure out like this team is talented. I want to keep a Kyle Pitts, but they need to find out how they're gonna incorporate Algier, Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London, whatever young person we bring on the other side of Drake London, if we're going to bring up Nash, if we're going to bring up Blair, all of these people, because we have talent, it's just mismanaged talent. That's it.
Okay, and I'm going to say this because you mentioned it earlier, Matt Ryan. Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't hear the second part of it. I know Matt Ryan about the hate, he didn't get all the love here, but he's a quarterback. And now he's been on the NFL table talking about various quarterbacks and quarterback play, and from his experience when he was in the league compared to what the quarterback development is now, et cetera, he kind of knows a little bit more about all the teams at this point from just an analyst standpoint at this point versus, okay, that's my opponent. I got to figure out how to read the defense. Okay. Now he can come in with a little bit more expert and it's like, look, this is what you need to bring in as far as coaching to develop this type of quarterback for this type of team. I feel like whatever role they decide to do with him, I hope they do. And it encourages other former players or what have you to come in here and do the same. It may look a little different next year, which I'm hoping on the decision making of who's coaching this team.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Because when they move coaches around, they gonna bring in their people. So they might tell them like, hey, Ubrick's safe. Ubrick's is safe. Defense is safe. We'll bring special teams need somebody. They might ask Ubrick, what players that like they know what we need. We definitely need a nose tackle. It's just like I say, every time I think about the nose tackle, I always think about Blackberry and saying Blackberry was right because we need somebody that can push the pocket because we don't have
right.
Tebow, Devon Diablo was doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Before he was hurt, but after he got hurt, it was like non-existent again. It was like at first when he was in there, we're like, okay, we see glimpses of pushing the pocket. Then after he got hurt, it was just like, bro, we back to square one again. So, yeah, I really wish I was thinking they should have already put Matt Ryan on the staff anyway. I don't know why they didn't.
I think Matt Ryan needed to be convinced. I think he was comfortable with doing what he's doing, but I think when he started getting to the podcasting part of life, he was like, you know what? Because at first they asked him would he coach. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
But after a while, you probably sit around and it's like, I can't sit here and watch this Atlanta team. The potential that we have, what we see, what we could possibly be coached right. Me as a veteran, knowing that, damn, we was almost won to a Super Bowl situation. If anybody that knows anything better, I would know a little bit of an idea what it takes to become contenders.
Yeah.
So I want to at least have a say so in it, and some kind. They got damn work done doing everything. You know what I'm saying? He got a heavy hand in the Falcons franchise doing things around the organization on his own. Why not Matt Ryan? It makes perfect sense to me.
I would want Matt Ryan as a quarterback coach. That's why I thought he would probably be like a quarterback coach. Because TJ Yates, Matt Ryan surely did better than TJ Yates. Just be
right. Oh yeah. I mean, because Matt Ryan is a no nonsense, like get consent type of like, what you doing? Get over here and do what you want. What's happening here? So yes, he would be a great quarterback coach.
He said, who we like to coach the Falcons next year? Not Mike Tomlin. Stop it.
No, Mike Tomlin is retiring.
Y'all had y'all black head coach experiment.
Yeah.
Stop it. Y'all done had it already. Stop it.
It's gonna be a veteran, proven winner, whoever that may be.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody asked me this, and they talked about this too. Kyle Shanahan. If he was to try to come back over here,
what?
Kyle Shanahan. What would you? Kyle Shanahan. Mr. I lost my service, Microsoft Service Pro, and after that, I forgot how to coach in the Super Bowl. I couldn't draw no plays without this little computer thing that had everything in there. I couldn't just think about nothing that was made. We couldn't go back to nothing that we had.
I mean, because watching him, coaching now, it's like I see the same bit of the same, especially when it comes to like, championship, playoffs, getting to, trying to get to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, I just got bad blood about him. I wouldn't. I would say no. That's me personally.
Think about the time.
But he is proven.
I'm gonna say.
It's one of those. It's like, okay, if we're gonna bring old things back,
we brought Raheem back.
That's what I'm saying. If we're gonna bring old things back, I would consider at least he's continuing to get them into contention status. So it's like, okay, get him a good coordinator or whatever the case may be, or are you talking about coordinator or are you talking about head coach?
Head coach.
It depends on who's the coordinator. If we can keep the defense, all right.
Think about it like this. This man had all his ballers on his team out, and he still beat us.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's one of those. I got to put my fanhood down and be like, okay, but maybe.
He's an offensive-minded head coach.
And he's familiar with Matt Ryan.
Like, just think, I don't think he will be received at first.
Right. But it's going to be like, come on, guys.
As we get, like, as a team win, we get people that people like him, then he gets the love. Because Matt Ryan never received the love until he left. And then we had
right.
And then we had Double M, Eminem, as our quarterback, and then now everybody was just like, "Where's Matt Ryan?" At? They want to get him love now. So I'm just saying they threw that out there that Kyle Shanahan come back, and because you think like we still have talent on this team. If we was to take this same team and just get a better coach and a better OC, we wouldn't, and a better special teams person.
Yeah, we would have been like really leading the fucking South. Let's just keep it real.
So it's clearly just it's more to say it's not really the players,
it's right? It's the coaches, but at the same time, because they're not coached right, it's a little bit other players, yes, but coach right, we would have been having some explosive plays. We would have been having what we've been wanting to see, right. And a scared Michael Penix. Let's just keep it real. He's still playing out there like he's scared.
Right. He said, "What coach wants to be forced to start Michael Penix?" One thing about Michael Penix is that I noticed was if he was developed better, he wouldn't look like how he looked. he wasn't developed at all. I'm telling you, when this man said, man, hey, who do you have to go to when you're having a bad game? And this man said, my fiance, and he didn't
My
say,
fiance, that high school coach.
and nobody on the staff is crazy. And then when
He
you
said
see
he could have called. He could have said his dog Lucky. He didn't say nothing about his coaching staff.
when he sit on the sideline, he by himself with his head down,
With his
moping.
head down, right, and pushing people away. Like, don't bother me right now.
I'm like, bro, like that's just because they not galvanized, and he probably just didn't want to hear nothing about. Because one, if you don't respect somebody, when they come with you with an advice, they're not going to hear it. It's going to be like, I don't care about that. You have no clout with me. So I just think whoever he had, none of them people mattered to him. Because he probably felt like it wasn't for him. Because they got to understand, this dude he's still a rookie. He's just like a couple of years removed from college. Just saying. Shanahan choked with us and choked with the 49ers 2 years ago.
And that's it's gonna be that too. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those. It's not gonna be a hot hire. It's gonna be one of those controversial hires. Like, here we go again. It's gonna be one of those if we did decide to do something like that. But Shanahan leaving the 49ers, I don't know.
But see, I'm gonna say this to this. Would you feel more comfortable having somebody like Shanahan or somebody like Raheem Morris?
Shanahan.
So what that whole comment, just off that comment alone, that man got to the. We ain't even seen this man had 2 years, and we finna sit with the same 7-10, 7-10, 7-10, 8-9,
Right.
and probably finna be 8-9 again. We're gonna be 8-9 again. No playoffs, like
No playoffs or division.
no. Like, hey, had the division last year. We had the division. It was ours.
It was in our grasp, and then look at this. Like you were saying, we had Eminem. Like, we even had no quarterback development in I don't know how long since Matt Ryan. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, it's just more of the same. Good coaches, great quarterbacks. The coaching style we have sucks. We know that.
Right.
So Lochness and the Queen would be a good podcast. It's good content. Okay, that's what's up. Hey man, my whole thing, I'm welcome to have whoever, you know what I'm talking about. But I just sometimes
I've been thinking you want to be doing your solo dolo thing, so I just be chilling. Most of
the time, man, it been a couple of times people was getting a little heated, and I be like, nah, not over here. You do that on your own. I'm like the Sinners movie, peace and love, peace and fellowship, peace and love.
Well, that's where we are now, Atlanta Falcons Nation. You know, I've been doing a lot of rebranding in the background, and a lot of that has changed. We've changed quite a bit of that. So the heat is gone. How about that?
Something happened with same thing happened with Ritter. Exactly. It's just no development. And that's coaching staff. Like this dude, like one of the things that my boy was talking about, hey, I have one of the biggest, I don't want to say coaching because this is gonna have a pause moment. He had his coaching staff, pause, was one of the largest pause in the NFL. He was like, I'm gonna get everybody's jobs, my guy. Like, I'm gonna get everybody's jobs, and you look like a clown of the NFL. So it's just like, what we doing? So at the end of the day, I just feel like I don't know why we passed on Belichick. I don't know why we passed on Belichick. I don't know.
Because of Rich McKay. Because Terry Fontenot doesn't have all control of what's going on in this organization. Let's keep it real. Belichick probably would have came in and like, I want scouting, I want draft. He came in here like, I want to make sure I got control over here. He wasn't trying to come in and just be a head coach.
Well, I mean, so maybe this was a blessing in the sky. So now we got a defense that we didn't have. We have more sacks than we ever had in a good little minute. We got pass rush and pressure. We don't have a nose tackle. We don't have coverage. It's like certain things. We got pressure. but we don't have a run stopping capability, and we don't have coverage middle linebackers. But we do have a good DBs and that whole setup. We just got to shore up the middle and the linebackers and get a nose tackle and a little bit of depth on the line. Everybody be getting hurt. I think injuries really plagued us this year. Injuries,
right?
Killer this year for us.
But it makes you question the strength and conditioning coaching, because like
that too. So it's like, hey, switching up those coaches too, man. Just getting the people in here, pay these people, get the best trainers in here. So if you get the best trainers in here, we won't be having a conversation about a Michael Penix Jr. legs, because
you would damn know. You would know these players are injured in training camp. Right. All of a sudden, somebody got a collar injury and all this. Like what?
Right. So
where does that come from?
And that goes to show, just like how Adrian Peterson, both his ACLs and MCLs, both of his legs were messed up, and this dude came back running 296 yards on people. So you got the right type of staff to the medical staff that can handle these conditions and build these people up. You wouldn't have any problems. So I don't know why people thinking that Michael Penix, there's nothing wrong with my boy's arm. He didn't hurt it. Knock on wood, he didn't hurt his arm. He just his legs. And if, like I said, if you treat him and train him up how he needs to be, Peyton Manning never ran. He just chopped his legs and threw and knew how to read the defense. So, I mean, if he has to get to that level, well, he don't have to be Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is one-on-one. But if he's going to be just, hey, somebody that's going to sit in the pocket and have the notion to throw it away, it was like sometimes, even on the O-line, when he snapped, they was already in the backfield before he even got a chance. So he'll just drop down because he's already, he's trying to protect himself. So, at the end of the day, I don't think Michael Penix is done. I just think he just need to be coached. And if he had to sit behind somebody for 3 or 4 years, oh well.
And that's what the original plan's supposed to have been.
Exactly, with Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins got butt hurt. And then he didn't look like he was about nothing. So that's why I'm just like, we just gave this man money to be mediocre. We could have if that was the case, we should have just kept Ritter.
Rod's gonna be back next year.
And he back. Like I said, if he is back, that Zach is gone.
Wow.
Zach is gone. Because like I said before, even though since we got him, we have improved by one game. We was 8-9 when we were 7-10. We've improved one game. So this next time, if we just win, we'll be 8-9 again, and it'll be more the same. So we're like even keel. So at the end of the day, we just don't have everything that we need. And then also, like I said, injuries plagued us. This dude did not. It started off with the season with McGarry going down, even after they just paid him. So it's just like, what? And there's everything after that. Braylon Trice is just.
We got players that didn't even elevate up to regular, because we used to kind of go back and forth with the practice squad. And it's like we didn't see quite a few players this year.
Trent Anderson went down. He came back. I really wish we didn't get rid of Landman. I keep saying that. I'm like, bro, I really wish we didn't get rid of Landman. He over there doing his thing. I'm like, bro. So it's we didn't really see a fully healthy team. And I know people are gonna be like, well, the next man up. But if the next man up is like a third string person, maybe if this man has a fully healthy team, maybe we see better. But Zach Robinson just ain't it though. Kirk Cousins, dink and dunk Kirk, that ain't it either. My boy, and it ain't like they can't. And this is the thing, it's not like they can't make plays. They're choosing not to make play. They're choosing whatever the scheme they come up for the team they playing. Like as soon as Kirk Cousins took over for Michael Penix, they did a play action pass to Mooney down. He just caught that thing flush, and everybody was like, "Where was this at?" Same thing with Kyle Pitts, 3 touchdowns, winning, doing all this stuff. Where was that at? Why you couldn't do that with Drake London? Y'all both could have been in. But then they didn't have quarterback, and they always talked about we don't have a quarterback problem. Clearly we do.
Clear we do.
Clearly,
Yes, we do.
Clearly we do. He said, I don't think Matt LaFleur going anywhere. I just want, like, my whole mindset is it doesn't matter who they pick as long as they're going to get somebody that's going to improve the team. Because our team obviously has talent. Our offense, like I said, we went all in on defense. Now we need to go all in on offense and develop special teams. Maybe the special teams just need to be coached. Because I give people this analogy. When Kansas City was trash, they was trash for a minute. When Andy Reid left the Eagles and went right down there, they didn't really switch no players. They switched the coach, and the team been up since then. That's probably just where we at. We just need to switch the coaches. You remember when you used to see the Patriots? They whole coaching staff stayed together for years.
Years, right.
These days, coaches are going. You go. Come back. Revolving door. We got a revolving door it's not sustainable. So we're not going to see a solid product because we got coaches coming in, people going out, people going in, and then you got people that's getting hurt. Wow. You got coaches that don't. I don't know who decided, and I think they were just doing this for the Atlanta fans. This experiment with Raheem Morris, because before he even came here, he was not somebody that was even winning. That's why I said in one of my shows that y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted this black head coach so bad. They just gave you him. Bow. And this is what we get. So now everybody want him gone. Because when we were talking about Belichick, they were like, he too old. Like he going to be out there on the field running with them or something. So Mr. Blank is a businessman. I'm getting tired of people saying that too. I'm going to tell you about business because I'm a boss at my job. I'm the top dog in my job. When somebody don't act right, production, you gone. I talked to you once, I talked to you twice. I ain't talking to you 3 times. If I've seen coaches get they in the middle of the season cut people, you ain't it. There's nothing that this man has done. And I'm gonna say this about Mike. Mad Mike said this. They doing the same thing they was doing last year. We're finna come into the same. Arthur Smith was the same way, 7-10, 3 years in a row. The same thing. Mismanaging players, people hurt, still playing them. Mooney still hurt. He can't even can't even put his arm up to catch a ball, and you still out there.
And still a quarterback situation.
But
we got a kicker now.
We do have a kicker. We do have a kicker. I tell people we do got a kicker. So release Morris because he knows he will have a lot of empty seats next year. It ain't really just that. Even when we was at the game last night, it was filled. It was filled.
People showed up, yeah.
We was in there. It was just maybe people want to see Jagged Edge or whatever. Maybe it was because it was a Monday night, but it was people in there. And I just don't think.
You knock yourself off. Where he go? Did his computer die? Trying to see where he was at.
Oh, my bad. This thing, I don't know what's up. My computer just did something stupid. But
okay, I was like, I thought it died. I know you said your computer was about to die. No, so I was like, where was that?
But I put my charger in. I didn't realize the power was out in Marietta at one point in time, so I had to unplug everything because it was fluttering back and forth. But no, it was just the whole mindset is like people come up, they showing up for the team. It's not really about Raheem Morris. Now, if we would have lost that game, like I thought we were finna go in overtime and do again, they would have erupted. The game would, although the game didn't matter,
right?
It's just like people
the magnitude of how we was leading.
Yeah, it was still, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to see that, man. And that's why I talk about being aggressive. For some reason, they just take their foot off their necks, man. This game could have been over with way ahead of time. I don't know. You said I have 50 likes by her presence. Hey, yeah, man, I see you know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. But there's people in there, where the Falcons fans and that's the question. Yeah, no, they was in there. We was lit. Like I said, maybe because it was Jagged Edge in there. Maybe I don't. People want to see Jagged Edge, or maybe like I said, maybe it was a Monday night game, so it was a prime time.
Prime time game that's just still exciting. So people gonna show up for prime time.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, man, like, do I want to see Raheem Morris next year? And then y'all got to think about it like this. This is another thing. If he's not in there, we're going to have basically another soft rebuild. So we don't know what this coach going to do when they come in here. It ain't automatic gratification. It ain't going to automatically turn over the wins. It can, but he might not say, I need Algier and Bijan. I just need Bijan. I want to keep Mooney. I can develop Mooney.
Right. He want to build his team how he wants to build his offense and run his offense how he want to run it.
Yeah.
So some players are gonna be gone.
No, it was Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge was there singing "Let's Get Married."
Let's get married.
Yeah, they was in there singing "Let's Get Married." I was like, okay, who we marrying? And then somebody actually asked their fiance or asked their girlfriend at the time to marry them on Halo board. So I thought that was cool.
Oh,
that's how the ladies like. He was like, so what you say? And she said, oh, yes. I was like, okay.
I'm not getting married again. I can tell you that.
I ain't never been. Don't nobody want me, man. They said the loudest. I don't even want to talk about it, man, because I don't want no text message coming to my phone.
It's gonna be one of you said.
I'm gonna put my phone on silent right quick before my phone up. You know now well, like, are you pretending on your show? I'm like, oh man, let's skip the subject. Okay, let's go down to this comment right. Pick one. Of course, it's Drew Hill. Oh, you said Jagged Edge or Drew Hill.
Drew Hill for me.
Drew Hill. What are we talking about? I mean, if you put Drew Hill, Jagged Edge, or Jodeci, then we gotta go
Jodeci.
Come on,
right. No, yeah, you can't. No, you can't. Nah, Drew Hill.
But Drew Hill was they nemesis though. Drew Hill and Jagged Edge. That was so. It's Drew Hill all day. They hold it's them all day. Because I don't want to get into the best boy, because boys and men, I mean, that's just it's a whole you got Silk, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But before we get out of here, do you have anything you want to say to the audience before we go?
I just want to say, everybody, tomorrow, be safe. Please come back alive. 2026. Yeah. The reason why Lady Birds of AFN is kind of on a hiatus for a couple of weeks, because got a lot of stuff going on family wise. So just trying to deal with life right now. So I've told the lady, let's take a little break. It's the end of the season, you know what I'm saying? But we'll be back. I think I want to do like a big AFN, powwow something show soon. But no, the Lady Birds aren't broken up. We just taking a little break. We're taking a little chill. But I love to see Ty this time, so it's cool. I was able to join him a little bit. But other than that, no, just enjoy yourself, have a good time, continue to subscribe to the channels. I appreciate y'all just pulling it through it for me for this entire year, because it has been a battle, a backstage battle, trying to get things the way it should be at Atlanta Falcons Nation, because we want our fans to feel like they can speak their piece, their opinions, put out the fires, and just come in and enjoy your Falcons. So that's why I created the super fan series. And it's not just the ones that dress up in the costumes. No, it's the people that do these podcasts, the content creators, the season ticket holders that spend their hard-earned money and dedicate their time to this team. Those are, to me, the super fans. So I want to highlight y'all more and more and more of that. So if you guys want to be a part of that, still email me once we start the shows back up. We do want to interview all our super fans. And Ty, I would love for you to join us on the Lady Birds as actually a guest. soon. If we can make that happen. Because what we do is highlight our fans, let everybody know, what get y'all some promos too and everything. Get to know the face behind the personality a little bit. So
okay. Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
Mhm.
If like I work a lot, but most people don't know I work a lot. Like
Right. That's why I said it's rare. So let me get on here because he is the boss where he at. So
yeah, I work a lot. So at the end, I think I lose a lot of relationships in the world because I work a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm one of them type of people, man. I was brought up to be hard working, never afraid to put my hands in the dirt, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen for myself and the people I care about. And I mean, I do it because like I said, I have a breath and I'm an able-bodied person, man. So that's how I was raised to work. So I mean, it's life. But just like she said, like Megan Fontenot said, hey, y'all come back tomorrow live. Like I know I'm one of them type of people. I don't even go out anymore. I'll be in the house. I get my little drinky drink. If I'm a drink, I'll probably make sure I do stuff like clean out my car.
I'll show you what my setup look like. I ain't got to go nowhere. I really don't have to go. I got a whole bar. I can sit right here, put my football game on, and be done. Like,
see what I'm saying? I ain't living like that, man. See what I'm saying? If I go somewhere, I know where I'm going now.
I did want you to come through whenever I be inviting the crew.
Top shelf.
You are more than welcome to come over here and sit with us.
Top
and
shelf.
get a little step on top shelf too, for real. Cause shoot,
that's like a liquor store. Like,
this is a collection of years, of like some good stuff in here. So, I mean, it's safer. It's safe. I mean, I go out, but no, I get what you're saying. It's safer to stay in the house.
Yeah, sometimes it's because it's somebody that's gonna be thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna go out here and make somebody out. This is my opportunity, or you might be hanging with somebody. I had this conversation with somebody today that was like, somebody they know got bammed up because they was hanging out with somebody that somebody didn't like, but they didn't get the person that didn't like. They got the other person that was with them.
What you talking about, Max? Yeah, it's my little bar. We call it our tiki bar. Well, but I sit there and watch my football games. If I don't go to some of them, I'm right here watching the football game right here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just give me somebody find me
some my little background.
Mango cut waters. Somebody find me some mango cut waters. Somebody told me I need to try them out. I can't find them. I find everything else but those. Mango cut water.
I've had them once. It was good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I probably drink like all 4 of them guys.
Right.
And it'll probably be like in, I want to say 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be on your ass if you just no cut waters. Ain't no joke.
Yeah, because I had like 2. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, hey. I was like, dang, do what they talking about. Like, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to get a little lit. Probably toast up to it, man. Toast up to everybody, man. Like I said, be safe, man, because like somebody, I mean, in the world that's not gonna go home, man. I mean, I don't want it to be nobody, but man, or anybody. It's just you want to enjoy yourself, and it's sad that you can't enjoy yourself like you used to. But just be safe while you're doing it.
I'm gonna say this: be safe and leave those monks alone tomorrow, please.
Yeah, well,
let them boys walk.
I don't know. People, I didn't know what was going on. Somebody was like, they sitting in their car just with their phone. I'm like, why they looking at this monk walking for? They walking. See, that's a monk all in Atlanta right now. I'm like, let them people walk. Like, what y'all doing? I didn't know what was going on. Somebody had to tell me. I be in my own world working. Y'all had to tell me what's going on in the world, because I don't pick my head up most of the time to see anything that's going on. I go to work and I come home and I play with my dogs.
Yeah, I be the same way. I mean, I work, raise my kids, and I be like, I didn't know nothing about them until I started seeing everybody else talk about it. I'm like, okay, what's up with them? But I was like, oh, they're coming to Atlanta.
Yeah, so I mean, they doing what they do, man. Strength of the mind and body. I have a tequila and lemonade. Gonna watch my Hurricane beat. Oh, man. Miami got away. Yeah. I was trying to go to Miami. I was trying to go to Miami next year. Said Georgia Bulldogs all day. We don't worry about no Miami or Hurricane. When the last time?
It's Bulldogs all day.
When the
Come on, baby.
when the last time Miami won anything? It's been 100%. I haven't heard them. It's always been about Florida, right? Florida State, ain't it? I ain't never really heard them. The Gators. I ain't really never heard them say anything about Miami no more since a while ago when they had that super team. That was it. That's all I'm gonna say. No shade. I'm just saying what I know. But yeah, besides that, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, even you, Maggie Fontenot, coming into the Lochness podcast, man, for the Tuesday. Let's talk about it with the Lochness. Yeah, this is my last show. I should have did something bigger than I just thought about it. Do I need to do a show tomorrow?
That's what I'm saying, because I thought I was like, this the damn last one of the year. I mean, I know the Scottish guy's gonna come on tomorrow, but I'm probably, toe up by time nighttime comes. So but I said it depending on how I feel, I could possibly come on here for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
I might.
I probably,
even if I'm somewhere, I might come on and just, I don't know. We'll see. I ain't gonna promise, but
yeah. See, I don't even be paying attention. I just realized, tomorrow is the 31st. I work.
That's the way Christmas felt for me too. I was like, I worked on Christmas Eve.
I mean, I work. I gotta give somebody that gift. I got a whole bunch of stuff I bought. I just didn't want to bring it to the game, but I don't know. I'm one of them type of people. I don't really celebrate the stuff, but I buy people stuff. But it's their birthday. Their birthday was on the 25th too, so it was just like, because I was just looking at it, I was like, man, I need to get this to him. But don't worry about that. We here now. As he said, don't worry about Miami. They here now. And then when they hope they don't lose, my boy. Because if they lose, I'm like, well, I'm at that, man. Let me talk to you. But besides that, man, like I said, I appreciate everybody. Ran up 2 hours for y'all. Like I said, if you haven't went on my page and subscribe to my channel, subscribe, like, comment, send them, hit the notification bell, share it out to whoever. Like I said, I will be like, I got another one. I think this is dope. The Bijan Robinson.
That is dope, man. You gonna create your little man cave. You got a lot of good stuff. You can set you up a little spot.
I am. I might get him to sign the back of it right down the white part of his jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
so it can be visible. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see. Can I get that done? I might have to talk.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. See how we went from having 21 people to now it's 46 again. What y'all talking about?
Happy New Year. Take a shot, y'all. Take a shot.
Right. So yeah, like I said, we finna get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, we might do something tomorrow. I don't know, man. I ain't
gonna promise. I ain't gonna tell you because I'm probably gonna be yeah. You saw the alcohol. I'm sure I'll partaking.
Just be partaking. But besides that, y'all make sure y'all be safe tomorrow, man. Until then, you said nobody else has a show tomorrow besides the Scottish.
Well, I don't know if Big Will might, but he haven't had a couple of shows in a couple of weeks, but I know he's been having some stuff going on too. So I don't know.
Okay.
So right now, as I know, no, nobody else.
I might do something.
If you do something, let me know. I might pop in for a little bit. Just to bring in the new year, New Year's Eve and say some hays to folks that missed it. If you maybe invite some other folks on if you want to, just do it. Let me know though.
I'll let you know, but I do appreciate it. So let me get up out of here. And those who just joined, hey, y'all came in at the last minute.
Last minute. All the way from Gavin and Happy New Year. Yeah, that's right. We might be coming back tomorrow. I might, even if I do an earlier show. Maybe not so late. I might do a little early show. Just do a little, because sometimes I like to do my little event stuff. So I might just do a little fan appreciation or something, Mark. We might do some.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
I want to take a shot. That's what I want to do. I want a shot with the fans.
toast. Everybody get a little drink, hold it up, say what they say.
That'd be
All
cool.
What?
All right, but I appreciate y'all, man. We up out of here, man. Appreciate it. Let me end it live, man, before we continue.